good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what time you are watching this. I've decided I'm going to do a little series on socially distanced training sessions and look at this as a challenge, because it is a challenge. It's massive for coaches and for the players as well, because certainly what I like to do with my sessions, and I'm positive that I won't be the only one, I like my sessions to be as game realistic as possible, because otherwise what's the point? If your training's not relevant to a game situation, what's the point of doing it? But that's hard when you have to maintain a 2 metre distance. My team are going into under 13s, so that's the step up into 11-a-side football. The games get slightly longer, the pitch gets bigger, and obviously there's more players on the pitch. So it's a transition season for them. What I'll also be doing when I get over there is demonstrating my distancing measures. Each player will have their own little zone with cones where they can go, put their bag, put their drink. That'll be their little area. Nobody will be going in other than them. I'll be the same. I'll have my area. All my equipment has been cleaned, and I have hand sanitizer with me, and all the players and myself will be using the sanitizer at regular intervals during the session. However, as I say, the equipment has been cleaned, but as long as anyone that comes to one of my sessions cleans their hands on arrival and exit, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, because I know I've created a safe environment. I've created a bubble with clean equipment. So as long as you come in, sanitize yourself, we'll be fine. Social distancing. What do you reckon to all that? Because I find it a bit bizarre. You have to queue up. You have to queue up outside Tesco's at a 2 metre distance, right? Outside, so you're safer outside. But then when you go in the shop, people are still on top of each other in a confined space indoors. I find that a bit backwards. Let me know what you think. Is that not a bit counterproductive? So while this may look like I've done a really long, slightly wonky ladder, what I've actually done, this is the players' safe zones. So there's one yellow, then a gap, one blue, little gap back onto the yellow, and so on. So each colour, the break-in colour, demonstrates the next area. So yeah, that's the players' social distance area. And I've also got my 3 mates here, my 3 mannequins. They're not doing anything right now. They're not part of any drill. They are just in there as a guideline to the distance we should be keeping at all times, which is, of course, as we know, 2 meters. Right, really simple to start off with. Just a long pass back and forward to your partner. What's the weather like?
Rainy and it's sloping. Wet.
Wet, very wet. What do we need then if it's wet? Not so much, but when the ball comes to you, what do we need? Touch. Good fast touch. Yeah. Try and get it in the air. It's a switch of play, it's a lofted ball. That's it. Good touch, Maxim. Right now you're just doing that. Quite easily cut out. Bring it back to me. I'll put some more pace on it, so you're really, imagine in a game, you're really trying to switch the play. So cut right through, nice and firm, yeah? Try and keep it low. You stay there, I'll get that ball. Now what we're going to do, this little game is going to become a goal. Right? So I'm playing it into you, as you've been doing. I've now got to run to this cone, run to the cone. What kills you there, the reason you didn't score, you didn't want to get back up, more fast up. Try again, I'll take it. I'll come in, that's the cone, you're coming through. And then switch. That makes sense? Yeah? Go and come back in. Faster, faster! That ain't a jog, it's got to be a sprint. If his accuracy is on point, he's going to do you every single time. Now, go! Head it, head that. Is that the intensity we'd run at in a game? Stay there, let me demonstrate again. Value on, So, as soon as you're playing it, you're on the back foot. Your body weight's not going forward, your body weight's going backwards. You're losing at least 2 paces because your body's shaking, your body forward. So look, straight away I'm in. You ain't got to wait till you get back to try and block it. You can block it from any point. You get down and touch the top. As soon as you play it, step forward on the front foot, on the back foot. We're going, Armand. Get there, see? Holds up in the long grass, doesn't it? Alright, this is your passing square, but you'll notice one area of the square, there's no player in it. That means I need you constantly moving. So that cone doesn't stay empty for more than 1 pass. Yeah, does that make sense so far? So what you're doing, Maxim, for example, you're on the ball, you play the ball into Vayu. Vayu, you turn, find the player without the ball. Find a player without the ball. Maxim, you move to that cone. Then Armand, you play it in. There we go, we're getting it. Walk through it again, walk through it with me. So James, you play it in. Vayu, turn, find a player without the ball and move to the empty cone, that's it. Turn, find a player without the ball. Go around the outside, Maxim, so we're keeping the distance. Do you want to use 1 ball to start with? All right, let's try 1 ball. Maybe 2 balls work better with 5 players. Let's try 1 ball. Right, now I'll tell you what we'll do. So you kind of need the 2 balls, don't you? It's getting a bit confusing. But what I want you to do first, so play it in. Run to the cone, run to the next cone. Right, now Armand, you travel, don't play it, don't travel. Run with the ball to that next cone. Now James, you come to this one. We'll try that, we'll do it that way. And now you play it in. Now into the middle. So play to Maxim. Now Maxim, you travel. That's it. And now play it into the middle. There we go. Now turn. Then rotate. So Maxim, get down here now. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now play it into the middle. See, you knew. It goes into the middle. Right, could we get a better pass into the middle, please? Something that you can actually deal with. Far too soft. Give him a decent ball. Travel to the corner and turn. Right, let's pick the pace up. We've got the movement now, pick the pace up. All right, to make a point here as well about picking your head up and looking for your teammates, because too many times the ball was getting played in, taking the first touch and looking at the floor. And so you don't need to. If you've had a good first touch, then you know where the ball is because you've touched it, but you don't know where your teammates are because you're still looking at the floor. So I've had to get that point across again as well, about picking your head up to find a teammate. So that's my first hour, first session complete. Listen, I think it went okay. It went to plan. You know, players are rusty. They've been cooped up indoors for the best part of 3 months. You know, I don't know what players have access to a garden. You know, I don't know people's circumstances. So, listen, I'm not going to be too harsh on people at this stage. At the same time, there's lots to work on. You know, despite being rusty, which you know, it's to be expected. I've seen better from these players, and it ain't going to happen overnight, of course. But this is about repetition now. Rinse and repeat. Get back here every week so we can work on things. So yeah, now I've got two lads staying for the second hour. They're off having a bit of downtime in the crossover period between new lads turning up. Gotta get there faster. Sprint, open goal. 1-0 job. Simple as that. Hey, one squirt. That stuff's expensive. Messy goals.
Messy.
Because, not that sort of messy, I'm talking untidy kind of messy. Because how many goals do you see scored in your games that are outside the box? Ain't many.
One.
There ain't many. One.
Yeah, one a day.
Ain't many. The majority of goals we score and concede are inside the 6-yard box. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. There's one. Right, before you go, first of all, thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, despite the restrictions. Yeah, before you go, first of all, wait until you've got a parent here to pick you up. If you have, you're free to go, but please just do your hands one more time. Oh. Well, there we have it. My first attempt of a socially distanced training session. I think it went really well. Nothing at this stage of anybody's life is going to seem perfect. Just sanitize my hands quickly. Most important thing, I'm pretty certain every player's enjoyed that. And I genuinely believe that. Second hour I've joined in, and I just felt particularly that that passing drill in the second half of the session certainly worked better with 5 people. So I mean, other than the fact it was soaking wet, I've really enjoyed myself. I think the players have had fun. I'm pretty certain the players have had fun. Please subscribe to the channel for updates on any videos that go live. That's how you'll get the notifications first if you're subscribed to the channel. Leave a like, any comments, then leave them down below. And I will see you in the next video. See you later.